The final 2022 MLB playoff predictions for Century 17. Let's get right into it. Leave a like and subscribe. We're going to be getting right into this. The 2022 MLB playoff predictions by yours truly. Starting off in the NL wildcard, we have the Phillies and the Cardinals taking it on for a 3-game set. The Phillies, they have the pitching. They got Wheeler, Nola, Eflin, Suarez, whoever you want to put in there, Syndergaard. Cardinals, they got some of their own pitching. Wainwright, Flaherty, Montgomery, guys like that. The offenses are both very, very good. The bullpens are both underrated. I do have the Cardinals taking it, though, in the end, because I do think that they are the better team here. They should take 2 out of 3. And moving on, we have the Mets taking on the Padres. The Mets, they're the super team, should have won the NL East, while the Padres, a little bit disappointing toward the latter half of the year after getting Juan Soto and Josh Bell. With that being said, the Mets are the better team here. I am going to take the Mets to win this series, probably in 3 games as well. And moving on, the Rays and the Guardians here in the AL wildcard. The Rays, they're going to have that pitching that you don't really know about, that's for some reason just there, and the hitting, for some reason, they're good. The Guardians, they are an underrated team. They won 90+ games this year. They took care of their business at the end of the season against in-division rivals. I am going to take the Guardians though here because I do think that they are going to have the better offensive power in this one. It is no small task taking on McClanahan and then Kluber, and even if they're going to put Glasnow in there for the Rays, I mean, that is no small task. I do think that this team does have the ability to do it though. And now we're going to move on to the next AL wildcard game. The Mariners taking on the Jays. Really interesting one because there's a couple of really young teams. I'm very intrigued by the Mariners because their pitching is underrated. Funny as it is to say, they have Robbie Ray and Luis Castillo, but Logan Gilbert and Chris Flexen are 2 of the better pitchers in baseball. They're not really talked about very much. Both offenses are very high flying, but in the end of it, I am going to be taking the Mariners in this one. I think that their rotation outduels the Blue Jays, and I think that their hitting is going to be enough to outduel the Blue Jays. And the bullpen is definitely better in the Mariners as well. Moving on. The Cardinals and the Braves in the NL Divisional. Braves, they get the 2 seed. They come in at the end and they take that division from the Mets. The Cardinals, they're the 3, and they had a really strong second half. In the end of it, though, all this old power coming from the Cardinals, I think is going to be enough to take out the Braves here. Something about some kind of magic that's floating around in St. Louis right now is really strange, I know, but I really like the Cardinals in this series. And moving on next to the NL Divisional. Dodgers Mets, really big series. This was like predicted to be the CS toward the beginning of the year. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. The Dodgers are too high flying and too much star power for them, even the Mets. Dodgers are just a different team on a different level than everybody else, and it's not really fair. Mariners Astros, really interesting one here. Divisional series here. Believe the Astros kind of own the Mariners though all year, if I'm not mistaken. In the end of it, Astros are going to have to take this one. They are the better team than the Mariners. I was talking about how good the Mariners pitching is. Astros is better. Moving on, the Yankees and the Guardians, really interesting series here. Yankees start out hot, have a putrid August, and now they come back and they're here at the 2 seed. Guardians, a surprise team. They win 90+ games. They take their division. I'm gonna go with the upset. I have to do it. I'm gonna take the Guardians over the Yankees. Hate me all you want, man. It's something about it. The Guardians is just like the Cardinals. They have some kind of magic floating around there. And moving on to the NLCS, Dodgers Cardinals. Will the Cardinals keep this magic flowing throughout the whole entire thing? I'm gonna say no. Dodgers, they're on to the World Series. They are just a better team with higher star power. It's too much to overtake. Moving on to the ALCS, Houston and Cleveland. Does Cleveland have enough to overtake Houston? I don't think so. Houston is definitely the better team here. Yankees, it can be debated. It's crazy to say. I know you guys are going to yell at me, but they can be debated. Which means our World Series is the Dodgers and the Astros. Who do I have winning it? The Astros, remember last time, took it in 7 in 2017. 5 years later, who takes it? The Dodgers are the World Series champions for 2022. Cliche pick, I know, but last time I took the Cardinals and people yelled at me for it for like being too original. So this time I'm gonna take one that's kind of in chalk right now. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy the video, remember to leave a like as well as subscribe. We're gonna be live streaming every playoff game, so make sure that you guys are around for that. See you guys in the next one. Peace out. Have a blessed one. Giving away a lot of stuff during those streams too.